Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State. Have you heard Governor Hope Uzodinma's response to the debt collection or perhaps a breach of contract lawsuit brought against Imo State by the Innoson Vehicle Manufacturing? In fact, Innoson sued him because he purchased vehicles and refused to pay. But let's listen to Hope. Let's listen to Hope.
There's nothing wrong with Innoson Motors, ethics. Every profession has ethics. At the beginning of the government, because of the insecurity in Imo State, we had cost to buy a lot of vehicles. And I decided to choose Innoson because he's a local manufacturer, just to patronize him. And we placed the order for him to supply us a vehicle for over 5.3 billion naira. Incidentally, there's no workshop in Imo State where his vehicle can be repaired. And part of the agreement was he will put a workshop in place. As I speak to you, 70% of the vehicles are granted. We've paid him over 3 billion naira and no workshop to maintain the vehicles. So this taxpayers' money, I'm saying, come and, as promised, come and do the workshop so that we can repair the vehicles and get value from them before we can pay more money. And he's trying to go about to create sentiments here and there. I came also from the private sector. We don't throw away money. We have to get value for money. So if you think that is by going around rather than bring a mobile workshop, which he promised, in fact, his promise is that he will put a mobile workshop first on ground for us to be servicing the vehicles, and then he will build a permanent workshop. So I thought it was a good thing patronizing our local manufacturer, and he has refused to live up to expectation. But it will be resolved. I advise him to allow wise counsel to prevail.
Okay. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Did you hear him? In his own words, there is nothing wrong with Innoson Motors, but you know, ethics. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because the only detectable ethical issues now is about a governor refusing to pay his bills. That's the only ethical issues we have now. That's immoral. That is immoral. That's reckless. That's reckless. And did you hear him talk about the Innoson Motors agreeing to set up a mobile technical center in Imo State for servicing the vehicle he procured? Let me ask you. How many vehicles have you purchased from Nissan, the Toyotas, the Mercedes, and how many mobile technical centers do those brands promise to you before you procure their vehicles? Or do you need to establish a technical service workshop in Imo State to change your oil and to change your air filters? The answer is no. Look, I'm not taking sides, and also I will not get into the contractual part of this dispute since the case is now in court. But let's approach this from a commonsensical standpoint. The Innoson vehicle have been purchased by many organizations, including the government of Sierra Leone, the Kogi State Internal Revenue, even Anambra State government. In fact, Governor Uzodinma's own godfather, President Buhari, purchased these vehicles for the Federal Road Safety Corporation. So none of these entities ask for mobile technical centers except Hope Uzodinma. So what is he talking about? Okay. I'm not done. Let's listen to Hope again. Just take a look.
As I speak to you, 70% of the vehicles are grounded. We've paid him over 3 billion naira.
Over 70% of the brand new vehicles broken down within 2 to 3 years, only in Imo State. 70% of brand new vehicles broken down. Maybe something is wrong with Hope Uzodinma, his drivers, and maybe their driving habits, because nobody has complained among major entities that purchased or procured these vehicles. What is he talking about? Look, I'm not going to join my fellow Nigerians to start asking God about who we offended, because we did not offend nobody. In fact, we are the victims continually offended by the very individuals we elect to govern us. But maybe that this is politically motivated, but let's wait and see. In the meantime, I suggest that Governor Uzodinma should humble himself, pay his bills with interest. With interest. Okay? One more thing. One more thing. Good luck, Hope. Good luck.